If you are willing to put in the work, you will see the fruit of your products. My journey to the field of social work actually started in undergrad. I did not know about the field of social work prior to undergrad. And when I was looking at different graduate programs, the folks on campus that really helped me throughout the 4 years were all social workers with MSW degrees. So when I learned more about what they were able to do with the degree and what I was looking to do in the future, that's when I started to look into the MSW program and fell in love with the field of social work. And it really aligns to much of what my family, my parents have instilled in me from a younger age. But it really started because of all the people around me who had MSW degrees when I was in my undergrad program. Oh, being a social worker means so much in so many different aspects to me. And I think there's a couple ideas. The first one, being a social worker, means I get to work with people and help and support people grow. That is a fundamental value that I was raised within my family of origin. So to be able to work with people, connect with people, empower people. And then the other part of being a social worker for me is to be able to use all the skills that I have learned and realizing how flexible they can be, and to be able to apply them to different settings and different work environment and just in different interactions with other people. So yes, but I think one of the most important things is to be able to empower people. So with the DSW degree, my social work practice and my social work in general as a social worker have changed quite a bit. It really allowed me the opportunity to be louder in my own voice, be authentic in who I am. It empowered me and gave me the abilities and the skills to be me as a social worker. And as a result of that, I get to help and support more people. It also helped me to feel that the field is very flexible and that I am able to pivot my work from a clinical setting to a more administrative role within higher education. So I think even having the DSW degree really set me on a path that otherwise I don't think I would have been able to achieve. The main benefit of the DSW degree, I think for me, there are multiple different layers. So I am a first generation college graduate. So for me, being the first in my family to graduate with not just a master's degree, but a doctorate degree means so much more than just a degree. Personally, I am truly making generational impact. And I will get emotional talking about it. But I think, so personally, I am the first of many. I'm hoping to be a role model for others in my family to follow with a doctorate degree. But I think professionally, it has elevated my skills and ability, and it positioned me to be in spaces that I can not only have a seat at the table, but have a voice and be able to make larger impact within different policies and practices in all my workplace. And unfortunately, we are still in a society where degrees matter. So having that doctor name gives me more credibility. I chose the DSW at Rutgers for a couple different reasons. One, I did my undergrad at Rutgers and fell in love with the program, the school, the community. I was also working at Rutgers, and I think the main factor that made me choose the DSW at Rutgers was because of the fact that I was able to still maintain a full-time position while doing private practice and raising a family, and fit all that in with the residency, the model that the program has, and how thoughtful the instruction component of the program was for my needs as someone who have been out of school for quite some time and returning to school. That idea was really daunting. And the nurturing and the support that the DSW program faculty have for the students in new cohorts, that's something that I couldn't have asked for, even in my wildest dream, the ability to be able to still work, raise a family, and go to school knowing that I have that support. So currently I am a student affairs administrator at a public and international affairs school. It is a role that I have worked for most of my life within student affairs and student support services. The DSW, I'm pretty confident that helped me. I'm pretty confident that the DSW got me to this position because the institution that I work in is an Ivy League, and they prioritize and value terminal degrees, and having that doctorate really was the one thing that I needed to get to where I am, that I think otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get here. So my favorite, I'm going to say parts. So my favorite parts of the DSW program, the first one is a small cohort. I still stay in contact and have connection to the other 4 women in the cohort that I form strong relationships with. We were able to support each other throughout the process. The other part that I really value from the DSW program is the relationship I built with the faculty. I still stay in contact with them. They are still there to support me as needed. And then I would say the third favorite part would be how it is structured and the way it really helped foster clinicians to take us to that next step, to be clinicians with a niche expertise. So I came out of the DSW program proudly saying that I am now a clinician scholar and not just a clinician. So that model really, really helped. The one thing that I would want people to know when considering the DSW program, and particularly the one at Rutgers, is your own personal commitment and self-discipline. For me, it was really important to know that I can still be working and connected to my family. And the program really offered that and supported that. So I think to be able to know your commitment to it and dedicate time, there will be sacrifices. But I think that self-discipline and how much I wanted it made all the difference.